Hi friends, hope you're doing swell. Hello friends, I hope you're doing swell and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Alexis. I would love it if you stuck around. So I have been a huge fan of LilSimsie for the past like 5 years. I think I first found her actually during her St. Jude charity stream, just because I used to intern in ALSAC when I was in undergrad and I'm from Memphis. I thought it was just a wonderful way to give back to one of our favorite places here in town. So she's actually doing another fundraiser all of May. She's been doing this pretty much every year, but it's a great way to support, especially for the children over at St. Jude. But anywho, she's doing this chaotic shell challenge for one of her fundraiser incentives. So I thought that I would give it a stab today and try to do a little bit of it. So let's actually go over to the gallery so we can take a look at the shell, and then we can start doing our own shell challenge and putting our spin on it for today. Alrighty, so I actually got new earphones because my little AirPods and stuff and my little plugins that I usually use for like everyday work stuff, it actually made my ears super irritated. So my husband got me these cute little over the ear ones for me to take to work, also edit and then film Sims videos. And I really like them a lot. But anywho, this is the St. Jude shell challenge, and she's actually going to be like streaming it and doing shell chores on the 26th. So I'm going to submit mine. Hopefully it's cute enough. But basically you can't touch the wall. So the exterior of the house is how it's supposed to be. So this is what it looks like on the gallery, and then it's pretty chaotic, but I think it's going to be a ton of fun just because I've been looking at some like different ways to kind of structure and style houses, because you know I'm a newbie builder and I just want to like make more like funky shapes. So these kind of like shell challenges in general are just a lot of fun to get your creativity kind of going. So I did kind of already get a little head start on it just because I know myself, and I know that if I try to talk to you while doing the roofing in particular and also placing the windows, it was going to be a hot mess. So let's go ahead and roll that montage, because I do a montage of me actually going through doing the windows and doing all of the like the good bits, so we can actually have a stress-free build for today. Alrighty, so this is what the bones of the house are looking like. As you can see within that montage, I had no clue how to do the roofing. I was like, okay, we can try to do all these little pieces, but they just didn't turn out like I intended. So I think having this platform at the top does look really, really good. And if you didn't know, we're also over in Windenburg, because I just love all of these trees and this greenery all around. I think it's just super gorgeous. And then I went in with some growing together on the top for our windows, and then Love Struck on the windows windows towards the bottom, and also some love struck columns and doors. And then we have city living for our little faux porch, but actually out on this side we have a full porch using that city living again, love struck, and then I put some of these little foundation pieces down just to give it a little bit more of like a kind of clean slate of a hard stop. That's what I'm trying to say, because I think we could put like a little dining room situation, a little out yard patio, and then of course I'm gonna add a bunch of greenery over here. But going inside as well, this is kind of the layout that I determined. So I put the stairs over on this side, and I never do these kind of like crisscross, well, kind of folded stairs. So I'm really proud of myself. And then I did an archway going into that just to kind of make that space a little bit more closed off. And I was thinking back here, maybe we can have like the thermostat, the burglar alarm, and maybe like a little coat hanging thing. But down here, this is the layout. So maybe the kitchen, living room, dining room, somewhere in this area, we can kind of figure that out. A guest bathroom and a bedroom down here. And then going upstairs, we have another nice little landing room. I don't know necessarily what we can put for there right now, but we can figure that out together. We have a little bathroom up here. Legit, we're going to be using those one tile showers. It's going to be very tiny. A little landing room for our Sims to kind of hang out, maybe like a kid's playroom. Then we're going to have a full bathroom off the primary with a balcony for them, and then another little bedroom right there. But while it's on the top of my mind, let's go ahead and actually take some of this fence, because I think safety wise it would be nice to have like a little fence right there, so if we have kids and stuff, they won't fall off of it. But I think I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Usually I like to start off with the landscaping, but since we already did kind of a montage, let's not put two montages back to back. Let's actually get started on some of the floor plan, and we can kind of go towards the end doing some of the landscaping outside once we kind of feel the vibes of the indoors. But I'm adding some of these huge saucer lights just because they're easier to grab. Now I do really like the tiny ones, but these are way easier to grab, especially when you're like doing a house that's kind of bigger and outside of your normal like kind of build style. But let's go ahead and find some tile. What is this? Should we do like a funky color? Because we do have like that really pretty blue going on outdoors. So what if for the bathrooms and stuff we do like some of this funky like coral color from Dream Home Chef Hustle. And let's go ahead and go over to tiles. I don't know if I want to necessarily use like one also, though that is really cute, but maybe we can find one from Growing Together. That pink is pretty. This yellow is pretty. Ooh, I love the sage green. I will always go to sage green. It's my favorite, if you couldn't tell. I don't think it's showing too much up on camera, but in the background, this is all sage green. And then my little sweater is like a bluish sage green color as well. It's one of my favorite colors. But anywho, let's figure out, oh yeah, we want to use that. Let's go to the bathrooms. So this is going to be teeny tiny, so we're going to have to make do with like the area. Of course, we probably need like a little toilet. So we're going to use one of my favorite toilets, and then maybe we can use one of these little sinks from Dream Home Decorator, and I kind of like the swatches that it comes in. Of course, we have to use my little cabinet of dreams, and let me pull it down some so you can see it a little bit better. For some reason, it's still not coming up, the Sleek Room Bath Kit as bathroom stuff, so I'm just clicking on it. I'm sure they'll fix it soon. I like to keep positive. But let's put that little toilet plunger right there, toilet paper roll right there, and then I wanted to put some toothbrushes, but it looks like it's not placing, so I'm gonna push, oops. I feel like I do this in every single one of my builds. I try to do that stupid alt placing thing that I learned not too long ago, and then it ends up jumping me to somewhere else. Let me go right here. Okay, is it central line? Yeah. Let's place that. Like, that's not gonna work. That's probably why. Okay, anywho. I think I'm gonna put a little flower on top of the toilet. So I'm gonna go over to indoor plants, and it's just a tiny little one from base game is what I'm thinking of. Yeah, this one. I think it might slide. I'm gonna size it down one because that is really cute. Let's go ahead and go over to mirrors. This is gonna be like a family bathroom, so let's do something like that. And I'm thinking shower like over here. We could put the door, honestly, like right there, and maybe we flip it so you don't like hit someone. I think I did that right. Maybe not. Alt and then shift. So it opens up like that. And then we can put like a little one tile shower in here. And I kind of want to use the one from Love Struck in that gold color. So this is going to be like a wet room, but our Sims don't mind too much, so that is okay. And then I do want to go back over to the sleek bathroom, show me everything, because I do want to add some of those like little loofahs and stuff. Let's just stick it right there. And I love these like little deep colors that it came with. I think that's really nice. What else from in the bathroom category that we can add? I was thinking like a little laundry hamper, but honestly that might do for like out here somewhere. I'm just stick that right there because I think that might be nice. And then we can honestly put some little laundry out here too. Let me go to laundry day kit, show me everything. Yeah, let's do like a little washer dryer situation right there. Could put like some little cleaning stuff, and then I might change this color to be a little bit more vibrant. Let's do red because I never pick a red color, so I think that'll be nice. We have the hamper right there. We can have like one of these. Ooh, or should we use this instead? Yeah, I think I like that. And then a little hill right there. And then perhaps we can use one of these little rugs from Laundry Day as well. But we have like a little place for us to do our laundry. I said that I maybe want to make it like a little kids room, but we still have room to like make it into like a little hangout lounge situation. But I do want to add some more laundry stuff. So let's go ahead and toss that right there. And then I think, is that the right swatch? No, that one is. The garbage people are outside, so Bo is probably about to start barking. But I think I want to also add maybe one of these really pretty like little seats from high school years, and that rattan color. And then I was thinking also, do we have enough room to maybe add like a little bookshelf of some sort? Okay, this is kind of one of my favorites, so let's go ahead and use it. We can do it in a lighter swatch. That is a little tight over there, so I'm gonna scooch some of this kind of over. But we have like a little place for us to actually do some laundry, but I really like that a lot. I do want to go ahead and change our lights. I really like the ones from Growing Together, so I think I'm gonna go over there. Growing Together, where are you? Yes. Let's go ahead and get rid of these and put these down because they're not like super bright, which I like. They make it like look all warm and cozy. Let's just add those kind of everywhere. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, place this light right there. And we have another bathroom back here, which I totally forgot about. So let's go ahead and just copy some of that stuff down. Let's go ahead and just finish the bathrooms. So this is going to be the primary bedroom. It's long and skinny, but it's going to be really nice. But I want to make sure that we give them like a kind of a luxury type of bathroom. So let's go ahead. I want to do a tub because they already have a shower in the house. They don't necessarily need another shower tub combo in here. So I was kind of thinking this one from the Sleek Bathroom Kit. It's just so pretty. It's hard to not use it. And then I think I'm going to do 2 of these from Dream Home Decorator. And I'm going to scooch that door over just a little bit. And then let's go ahead and use those from Growing Together again because that's going to be nice. We got some toothbrushes, a little hand towel, and then I was thinking maybe some like little storage down there, but I have to go to the Sleek Bathroom Kit again to grab that. I'm gonna stick our toilet right there, and then let's just go, hold on, to my cabinet of dreams, and then let's go back to Sleek Bathroom. Put a little toilet plunger, a little loofah set again, and then I think I'm gonna do this little kind of like that dark gray color, so let's do that. I feel like we could benefit from another little light, so let's use that one. And then I'm gonna add this also from the Sleek Bathroom Kit. It's such a good kit, but I think that's really pretty, so I'm gonna take that filter off just because I think I'm gonna add some type of artwork right there, and I'm thinking the ones from Dream Home Decorator. Ooh, Tiny Living would be nice too. I think I want to go to Dream Home Decorator though. Yeah, I want to use like one of these on either side. I just picked the swatches at random because they all kind of match. But there we have it. That is our primary bathroom, our little shared bathroom area. And then let's go down here to this little bathroom situation because this one does have like a walk. You can go into the patio from over here. So I think I'm just going to make it like a half bathroom for like guests and stuff. So let's go ahead and maybe put that right there. Same old, same old. A little hand towel, So maybe we can add a plant in here. I really like that one. Our cute little toilet. I might scooch this over some. We don't need our cabinet of dreams, but I am gonna put a little cabinet on top just in case like your guests need some extra toilet paper and stuff like that. And we could use this too. So let's grab that. I think I'm gonna do those. Those swatches are not looking cute. What about this one? Because it actually has toilet paper in it. That matches a little bit better. And then I'm gonna go back over to the kit. Show me everything, please and thank you. Which makes me kind of think I should move this stuff around. This like over in the corner and then put the plant right there. And then we can scooch this over just a little bit more. So we give enough walk room for our Sims. But I'm gonna go ahead and take that little filter off because I do, while it's on the top of my head, I wanna get a welcome mat. And I love this one from the Jasmine Holiday. I just think it's so cute. And it has a bunch of different swatches on it. My recent favorite one is the little gnomes. But they have a bunch of little cute swatches. So maybe today we can use this one and also toss it up front because we need to do some really pretty landscaping up front. But I like that because then they can just walk off the porch. So I might move this window over just a hair, but we do need to add some type of curtains. This is like an open one. That's like the gist of it. It doesn't really open in the game, but the way you can see it, it does have a little sector where you can like open it. But I do want to add some blinds. But the thing is, can we find blinds to kind of match the vibes? So we might have to use like these that I absolutely love. But there are some base game ones that could work like this. And then we can just do it in that sheer white color. And that still gives our Sims some privacy. So I think I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and copy the light from upstairs, put it down there as well, and then we can just go ahead and like all of these lights down here. Cute, cute, cute. I like that a lot. Okay, let's go ahead and go back upstairs to our little landing area up here where we have our laundry. I want to figure out what kind of hardwood floors that I want to use. I know I want it to be something cozy because this house is giving me very cozy vibes. So we could use like gorgeous, like this is what our floors look like in our house. Honestly obsessed. Maybe we do carpet though in the kiddos' bedroom. And we can go kind of crazy if we want to. Maybe like those polka dots. That's like crazy enough. And then we can use this just, yeah, I think I like that. Okay, so back to this little area. I want to find some like neutral wallpaper. I know that is so boring, but honestly with all the clutter and bits that I like to put in houses, sometimes having like a neutral base is very nice. So we're just gonna do this little neutral and we can just copy it down here, but we can change it if we see fit. We haven't even figured out the color for the outside, so we got a lot to do. But I love these cozy, long type of videos. They're my fave to watch. So hopefully you're enjoying it as well. Let's go ahead and put like a plant. Kind of want to use my favorite one from base game, so let's just stick that right there. And then over here I was thinking maybe we can have like a little study area for our Sims, so we can have like a family desk, a family computer, maybe like a scouts thing, just somewhere where they can do their homework, since it doesn't give them enough room to actually have like a little playroom. But the kids' bedroom is big enough for us to have a playroom in there, so we'll do it that way. I do really love this because look at all those little cozy hobbies that it has inside. But I feel like I recently used that one, so we won't use that in here. It's honestly really cute. I'm doing that red color since we got some red going on everywhere. And then we'll get a nice family computer. We'll do this one from City Living. And then that's just so big. Maybe we use this one from high school years instead. I'm using that brown color. Then I want to do some little clutter, so I'm gonna go over to the kids because this is just the best place for me to kind of find the clutter stuff. And I'm just gonna add some little books because I think that is really cute. What else can we kind of add in this little area? I was thinking like little boxes and stuff, but I don't think I want it to be like a messy house. So maybe we just do like the scouting. So kids activities. This little scouting thing is really nice. And what is this? That was a teenage. No, I don't want it to be dirty. We can just use some of that. Maybe like a friendship bracelet. I think it's over in activities again. Yeah. We can just stick that right there. Cute. Okay. What type of like little rug should we use? We have this one from Parenthood, which can maybe work. Yeah, I like that. That's really cute, and it even matches with those too. That's not bad at all. So let's go ahead and do this little landing way as well. Now I think I want to put like some bookshelves because we don't have like a dedicated place right now since we're doing kind of the top up. And I do want to use those from Business and Hobbies. They're just too good not to use. Such a good pack. I thoroughly have been enjoying it a lot, and I am doing the Nightmare Legacy Challenge right now, so I'm excited to get more into that with like Business and Hobbies. I did do like a little like playing through the tattoo career, which was a ton of fun, but I think my sim Elowin, she is doing like the country caretaker, so I do want to do some like knitting and writing books and maybe using Business and Hobbies to like teach writing or something like that. So I'm excited because I think it'll be really nice for like gameplay wise. So I'm gonna stick this right there. And then I don't know what else we can kind of fit in here. I was thinking maybe another little cozy light, but we don't have a lot of like floor lamps that like really fit the vibes. Just look kind of a little outdated, but we can do that little green one from base game and then maybe put some family pictures right there, and that's our little landing way. Let's go ahead and do this bedroom, this parents' bedroom. I think I want to use the bed from Businesses and Hobbies because I've been watching so many people build. That's like my favorite thing to do, especially like being in the office and stuff. It allows for me to still like pay attention to work and do a bunch of computer work. But I can also like get some inspiration for building. But I've seen so many people use this bed, and for some reason when I've been building recently, I just have been forgetting about it, which I don't understand why, because look how pretty this is. And I'm going to use that green. So let's do that. And I think I want to get rid of some of these windows. I think we have just too many. Maybe we can scooch something like that. Yeah, I think we're having too many up there. I really do like this one from Snowy Escape. So maybe we can just, we can stick it like over here. And then I think I want to do an ottoman and put like an ottoman of some sort over here. Ooh, that's cute. And then we can, of course, change the color. Ooh, that green is pretty. Let's do that leather though one. And then maybe we can use one of my favorite mirrors from Growing Together. And then we can add a really pretty big plant. Oh, that's kind of clipping into the door. Maybe this one from Lovestruck. I might have to size it down a few. As I placed it, I was like, I don't really like that one too much. Maybe this one. That's cute and little. And this is one of my favorite ones from Paranormal. And I can't wait for us to have an air within the Nightmare Legacy Challenge where we can play the Paranormal pack. I'm just so excited about that. Let's use these little side tables from Growing Together, and I like the glass on them, but realistically, you would probably scratch that glass up so much. Me and my husband have like wooden ones on the side because they're easy to clean, and also you don't really have to be too bothered with it like scratching. But let's go ahead and maybe use one of these as well. Cute. And then I want to get a nice cozy rug. Could we do a funky print? You know I love me a good mix match. Ooh, but that brown is really pretty. No, that blue. Yeah, that's gorgeous. We do have room to put something else over here, so I'm wondering if we do like a little cozy hobby. Maybe we can do like jewelry making or something over here. Oh, that's kind of big. Maybe we just do painting. I feel like I've been putting a lot of painting in our Sims like house. But maybe it would be nice. Do like a little computer. We can do that. Maybe just do like a little guitar. And it's something different than what I typically do. So it might be nice to have like some type of jazz pictures. I think there was a few that came with Businesses and Hobbies. That's gorgeous. And then we're copying that sad color again, but it looks so good. Oh, I love the room. It's cozy. It's functional. I really like it. I like that style a lot. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and go over to the kids' bedroom. Now, this is a mess. Wondering how many kids should we have? Since this is like a St. Jude build, maybe we should do like 2 at least. And we'll make it just like super cute, all out. Ooh, that's a contender. I think I want to do like double beds though. So let me go ahead. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the vibes. Should we do like 2 like this? And those can be kind of plain. We can give them some toys and stuff. And then also outdoors, we can give them lots and lots of toys. Don't like that. Don't like that. Go back over to the kiddos. Kiddo lights. Cute. Would it be better to like situate it like that? Or we can put it like in a little cozy nook and then have like the center be like a little play area. Because that could work. Let's do that. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, I don't think we need a rug because the room is a little chaotic already. But let's look for like some little kid activities. I do want to give them a lot of this stuff for outdoors. So maybe, could we do an activity table in here? Because that would be nice. And do like one right there. And then perhaps give them like a little dollhouse. We can get the dollhouse on this side. I can size it back up one. Definitely get them a little trashly plant. A little trashly blarfy because that's cute. And then I'm just going to add some little toys at random down here. Okay, now let's look for some paintings and stuff. Because I feel like our little sim kids would have like a ton of like little pictures and stuff everywhere. Oh, that's cute. Let's do this. Maybe like a little dog. Some little posters. Maybe some things from the Tooth Fairy. Maybe over here we can just do like one of these. Because that's really cute. A darker color. Yeah, that might work a little bit better. And then get them a nice little lamp. Little floor lamp. I think instead I want to give a dresser. We can do this little IKEA looking one. Cute. I'm going to situate this a little bit differently. We'll put the little lamp right there. Put that right there. I think I'm going to go over to Growing Together because I feel like they have like a ton of like family. It's not like functional, but at least it's like a cute little decoration stuff. Oh, a toy chest would be nice. Use this little toy chest. Then we can stick some of these little toys. I think they might be little baby toys, but we can still put that out there. Let me see. Yeah, like these little crafts and stuff. Look how cute that is. And then this, that's adorable too. I want to use that and then I can put that activity table somewhere else. Look how cute that little bear is on there. That's so cute. Even like this, like they're playing some make-believe stuff. We have to use that too. But I want them to have enough room to actually route around. So I think I like that. Okay, should we do this sad beige color again for this little bedroom? Or should we go a little bit chaotic? Oh, that blue is pretty. What if we do that? And then we can stick these little pictures right there. And then maybe last but not least for this little bedroom, I was thinking we can give them some of those Defender lights. Because if you don't have snowy escape, like the snowy escape beds, then you can use these little Defender lights to help them with nightmares and stuff. But that's a cute little bedroom for those kids. Okay, so we're going to stick some of this stuff outdoors. Let's go ahead and get started on this balcony. I have no clue what I want to put on here. Maybe just like a little lounge section for the parents. Or we can do like a garden, which you know I love that. But we have so much yard out here as well that we could probably do a garden out there. So it might be nice just to have somewhere to like hang out and lay. Kiddie pool. Yeah, this one from Seasons is cuter. And I think the parents can actually get in that too, which is perfect. And then let's get like some little lounge chairs of some sort. Kind of like these, even though they're like university, I do really like them. I want this build to be cute, so maybe we won't use those. Maybe get like a comfy little couch though, because you can still like watch the kids and hang out. Have a little drink. These, and then I'm gonna go over to Eco Lifestyle because they have one of my drink trays that I love. Show me everything, please, and thank you. Ooh, maybe we should get some of these too outside. Cute. Okay, I feel like we can put something else over on that side. I just don't know what. So maybe let's take that off and let's look for maybe not wall decorations, maybe sculptures perhaps. Ooh, this little bird bath. Like how cute and I was gonna say look how cute and tranquil, but I don't think I want that water everywhere. Yeah, and none of the other ones are kind of fitting the vibe. So let's just go over. I'm gonna just click so I can look at plants. I feel like there's some from Snowy Escape that look good outside. I never use that, but I don't think today is gonna be the day that I'm gonna use it. Let's go to Snowy Escape. Yeah, I like that. That is really pretty. Okay, so since we're already outdoors, let's go ahead and look for like some tile or flooring that might look good for these little platform bits as well. I really want to like these. They're just so bright, but maybe we can make them work. And then we can stick it. Oops. Then what if we do like a little pathway where like meets over here, and then we can do some really pretty landscaping right there. And then we can do something similar where like leads, oops, and some more pretty landscaping. We do lots and lots of flowers out there. I think I like that though. Let's go ahead and look for some flower boxes because this is screaming flower box. So we could use the ones from Love Struck that are really cute, but my go-to ones are the ones from Cottage Living. But since we're over, that doesn't really fit the vibe. Let's use these instead. And these are from Cats and Dogs. So cute. Do like 2 right there. And I like that default swatch, so I'm not gonna change it. I never use these, and those are gorgeous. Place them kind of wonky though, I think. Oh, that's so pretty. Let's just add them everywhere. Yeah, I like that. I think it looks good. Alrighty, so I think I'm gonna do, yeah, something like that. Let's go ahead and do some of the landscaping. Which honestly, maybe we can do a little bit of it together, and then I can do the rest in a montage. Because you know I love to like just zone out and do a little montage situation. But maybe we can put the bones together. So let's go ahead and do, didn't place too bad. I want to like a little formal walkway. And I think sometimes it'll allow for you to place like a little bit off a lot. I think that'll work though. Come on, come on. It's like finicky, but it's like, girl, stop trying it. Scooch. Scooch. Then we can put some of these little kitty things out here, because that'll be nice. I feel like I should move this back. Come on, come on. Let me place it. It's like placing all the way off the lot, but that's okay. We'll just work with it. Oh yeah, I like that. And let's place some trees and stuff, and then I'll go in and do like the little details and stuff. Were there any trees that came with Parenthood? Well, not Parenthood, Windenburg. Get together. No, but there's some of this stuff that came with it. Okay, let's just go to base game. I think I'm gonna put a huge tree right there. Oh wait, hold on, where's our tree house from Growing Together? There it goes. Yeah, we got to put the tree house in here. Oh, maybe we should put the tree house in the back and then scooch that up front. Yeah, and then let me go back over to base game. I want lots and lots of trees. Let's clip in just a little bit. So I might move this tree like back there. How would this tree look? I move her up all the way. Okay, yeah, it's not clipping too much. And then maybe let's add another little hedge. The hedges are going crazy, but I love these. Go ahead and add like 2 right there. And that gives them like a clear little pathway. Maybe we can add 2 right there. Put the whole lot in them. Oops. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go in and do like the flowers, add some more little outdoors bits, and then we can go to the bottom floor and start furnishing that other bedroom and also our living and dining room and kitchen. Alrighty, so this is what I have for the exterior of the house. I am completely obsessed with the way that it turned out. I went in and did my normal landscaping, but I did add some pathways, which I think makes this a little bit different than some of the builds that I typically do, that I need to start incorporating a lot. So I put some bins out there, a little floral mailbox that came with Get Together, I believe. We have a little area out here to have a little picnic, a cooler, somewhere to plant. Also, you and your Sims can make a tree house. And then we have some more kitty stuff out here and some more like really pretty spring flowers. I did add some bikes from Growing Together so you can teach the kids how to ride, and then also some little clutter bits. And this is actually functional. It's an activity table. And then going over to this side, it's a little wild and huge over here, but I just want to fill in that space. But for right here, I did add a grill and then another little place over here to sit with the citrulline candle. So the other thing that I did kind of off camera was, of course, paint the outside, which I'm obsessed with this stucco that I decided to use. The bottom is from Love Struck, if I'm not mistaken, in case you want to also see it. I'm like almost positive it's Love Struck. I don't know if it's gonna come up. Love Struck, and then the top is Jungle Adventure, I believe. Yes. Okay, so going downstairs is the only thing that I did do. I went ahead and added the little alarm system and also a thermostat, but I'm gonna place them side by side, and I added a saucer light, did a picture collage right here, another one, a little coat rack, and then on this side you can put some family pictures over there. So let's go ahead and kind of figure out how we want this bottom floor to be situated, because we do have another room back there, and then we also have a place where we can have maybe a nice little dining room, maybe a kitchen area. We just need to figure out another place for us to have like family time. So let's go ahead and actually go to the dining room, because I think I want to do that little space first. All right, so this is like probably going to be a family of like 5 or 6. So we need kind of a biggish table, and I really do like those, but there is one from Base Game that might, ooh, that's pretty, that might fit the vibe. Oh, I like this one. What if we use something like this? Maybe not in that color, just because the floor is that color, but I really do like that. And then we can go ahead and look for some chairs. I've been using these growing together ones like crazy, so we're not gonna get those for right now, but maybe we can use these from Love Struck in this like sagey color, and then we can put like 6, because I think that'll be nice. And that's okay that you kind of like walk into it. I think that's fine. Maybe we'll pull it back just a hair. And then let's go over to kitchen, because maybe we can keep up some of that dark green as well. Let me actually go by the green filter. Yeah, I was thinking maybe these. I just don't like the way that that places, but we might just have to deal with it, which is fine, because I really like those windows and I do not want to change those. But this natural lighting over here would be so nice to have like a proper kitchen. So I'm gonna copy this little piece, and then let's go over to stoves. Do they have like, maybe we should, let me see, let me go green first. Okay, we have this one from Realm of Magic. Didn't really fit the vibe. So we have this one from Snow Escape, but it's just like a slight different color. So I'm thinking, what if we do like either gray or black, which could be nice. And I never use those. So what if we do like a built-in situation? I might get rid of that one and use that stovetop. And then for a fridge, I'm going to take off gray, because I think I like that black a little bit more. And I want to have some silver on it, but not like crazy silver. Might just have to use like one of these, which is fine, because that is cute. And then we can find like a little black and silver sink. Okay, I'm going to take this filter off. There are some cabinets that did come. So I'm just going to I have to alt place these, but that is okay. And I just want to put those just straight across, because I think that'll be nice. Let's go ahead and copy another one of these. And then we can put a little trash can over to the right hand side. We can just use this little silver bin. And then we can clutter up this quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put our little fire alarm right there. And I want to go over by Home Chef Hustle. Show me everything, please, and thank you. Yeah, I want to add like some plates and stuff, maybe some seasonings. Like we can put this little seasoning thing right there. We do in that black color. Maybe we can add this little dish set. Can you see? Oh, dang it, it doesn't fit. We could put the sink like over here, but I like the sink over there, so we won't do the dish set. But maybe we can like have this, and then perhaps like a little waffle maker. We just put every single bit of clutter. I do like the fact of having like a waffle maker, because I have waffles every morning and they are a 10 out of 10. So I think I want it to be like over there somewhere. And then maybe we can stack up some plates, swatches, and then maybe some little herbs and stuff right there. And then I'm going to take off, and then I'm going to go buy the little mist decorations, because I want to add like a little toilet paper roll, and then I was thinking maybe some utensils. These are all super cluttered and crowded over here, but I like having crowded kitchens. Not all the time, but sometimes. Oh yeah, it's like I'm not going to be functional. That's fine. Cute. Okay. And then so on this wall, I think I'm going to go over to wall decorations, because I want to see what might fit right here that we could use. I do like the idea of having this little thing, just like some little pictures and stuff from the kiddos. Maybe we can put like a little wall foam right there. I was gonna do like pots and stuff, like some pots and pans, but maybe we just do some knives. Cute. I like that a lot. I think that's really cute. Okay, so the last thing we need to do in here, of course, is my anti-fatigue mat of my dreams. Let's go ahead and toss that right there. That is not bad whatsoever. So keeping up with kind of like that green and silver theme, I want to find a really pretty bouquet. I'm trying to think of who had the best bouquets recently. It might be Love Struck, to be honest. A nice little spring one. Oh, that's perfect. I love that. Okay, now let's go ahead and find maybe a couch. It needs to be big enough for the whole family. I really love the ones from Growing Together, but I've been using those quite a bit recently. So what if we use like one of these? Put my favorite little accent table behind it. You can change the color, but that helps divide some of that space up. Ugh. Maybe that color. That was from Growing Together too. Okay. I thought I was trying to steer away from Growing Together, but it looks like I'm always coming back to it. But let's do like maybe like a little rocking chair, maybe in a cream color, and I'm just gonna scooch that back a little bit. And then I was gonna use one of these like little chests because I think they have some, yeah, pretty swatches on them. Let's do something like that. And then I'm gonna take off that tab because I'm gonna give our Sims like a TV, because that'll be really nice to have like family movie nights and such. And then I'll give us some really pretty curtains kind of all around. Ooh, I think I like the way those two place a little bit better. I don't know if it's going to be too tiny. No, it looks good right there. Yeah, something like that. Okay, let's find a nice rug. And I'm thinking, ooh, maybe one from Strangerville, because I haven't used that one in a while. And I love me a Strangerville rug. They're so funky. Gotta make sure I'm not overlooking it though. Strangerville, where are you? And I was thinking like right here, maybe we can put like a little Lindsay speaker, and then perhaps just get one of those open books from the clutter tab. Where is it? Looks like someone's like journaling or writing in it. We can do some of those kitty ones too. I might size them down one. And this. Yeah, that's so pretty and so cozy. I think I want to copy this really pretty lamp that I used upstairs. Let's stick that right there. Look how pretty that one is. Absolutely gorgeous. So let's do that, and then maybe we can add a poof instead right there for like the kiddos. We can add this one from My First Pet Stuff. That's adorable. I like that. Okay, I'm trying to think of what else we might want to put in this living room. I don't think I want a fireplace or anything like that. Maybe like a rat. That would be nice to have like a little animal, because I put a lot of dogs usually, but that would be nice to have like a little animal of some sort. And let's go ahead and look for a little saucer light. Wherever you are, where are you saucer lights? There you go. Just one, like back there. Cute. That actually turned out really, really nice. Okay, so I want to add some more kids activities and stuff. So I'm gonna go over to this because maybe we can just add like a few of these like little projects. I'm gonna put like a little lunchbox as well on the table. But I think having those little projects right there will be really nice. And then I think I'm gonna give them a chess table too, just so we can kind of improve our logic. So we can add, what a pretty color it does. Two of those little chairs right there. Okay, so I think there's something that came, it's with the new Pride update, and I think they categorized it as wall hangings. It's like this, but there's one with like bags and stuff on it. So I don't know. I want to say someone said it also counts as like surfaces, like displays. Here they go. This is what I wanted. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, I'm gonna take that off. Let's figure out what else we want to put like over here. I could go back to surfaces because it looks like there's a few things. Like that could work. And then we put like a little cabinet. That's kind of cutting it close. Maybe we put like, I don't know. I don't think I really like the vibes and feels, but we'll make it work. Let's do that, and then add another little plant, and I think I'm gonna add my favorite one from Base Game. Maybe another like little lamp. We can take that one from right there. And I want to say that there was like a little ottoman set. It might come from Horse Ranch too, but I know there is one from Cats and Dogs where you can like sit down and put on your shoes. Your Sims don't actually do that, but it looks cute. Like it's like a little nook. So I'm gonna, here it goes. There goes one of them. Okay, I don't think I want that one. Let's go by Horse Ranch. Here's the one from Horse Ranch. I don't think I like that either. So maybe we can just use like a cabinet, like a food cabinet. I don't like that either. Okay, hold on. We're gonna find something. I just don't want it to look out of place. That's the thing. Because we don't really have like a country theme going on. We can put like this little hutch. Maybe add a little chair right there, like a little timeout chair. And then let's go by parenthood because I do want to get a chore wheel. Then I'm gonna search backpack because we got a couple kids, so maybe they put their little shoes and stuff on right here. Oh, I like the cow plant one. That's cute. Okay, I like that. Let's go and see about maybe a rug. I just want something plain and simple. Works. And then we need to find like a rectangular rug that could work for, this might come in some decent, oh, it's not big enough. Maybe this one from Cats and Dogs. Ooh, in that color. I wonder if I size it down. If I size it down one, it still fits pretty well. So let's, this turned out so cute. I absolutely love the way this living room, it looks like a family home, which is what I wanted. Now let's go here and go into this other little bedroom. I'm thinking maybe we can have like a full bedroom down here. I was thinking like a guest bedroom, but let's say there's like 6 Sims or 5 Sims that live in this house. So maybe this can be like a little teenager room. I do want to use this little bed. And then I might go by high school years just because they have some clutter and stuff. So let's go by everything. A little hobby cart. That's cute. Maybe scooch the bed over some. Oh, I love that swatch. Oh, that's pretty too. Let's do this blue. Perhaps we could put some little posters above their bed. Oh, that's cute. Those little void critters and all that little stuff. Yeah, I wanted to use some of this. Usually my Sims are pretty neat, but I think I like that vibe. And then we can use some of these really pretty curtains that I never get to use. Let's do it in this brown shade because that is pretty. I'm gonna take this tab off because I want to find, well, I want to use that IKEA looking dresser. Maybe in that color, and then a really pretty mirror. I kind of like this one from Jungle Adventure. So I'm gonna go over to clutter again. Maybe we can put some little, maybe not that. Maybe not that either. Those redacted files. We can have some little makeup, doing crafts, listening to music, just having a good time. And then what else would you have maybe in a room? A rug, of course. I'm trying to think though. Do I want to use, because I kind of like that, and then go ahead and go over to lights. Maybe we can add, I don't like that. Oh, that slot. Let's use this. This is so pretty. And then I want to put something right here, but I just don't know what. So maybe like a nice, that's cute. I like that. Okay. Let's go up to the bedrooms because I know it's plain and simple, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And let's look for maybe another like little picture of some sort over here. Maybe like some little sketches. It turned out pretty cute for that little bedroom. I feel like we should put like a desk or something, but there's enough room for them to actually like do that. They can go upstairs and work on some stuff. Or we could get them like a little desk. There are some tiny ones. There's this one from Businesses and Hobbies, which is nice. And then maybe we can just get them like one of these little chairs. And maybe like a little signed sports jersey of some sort. Cute. I like this. This house turned out really, really cute. And I'm glad that I did the shell challenge because it kind of got me outside of my comfort zone. And I was building a little bit different than I typically do. And that's the whole point. I'm trying to build to get a little bit better. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, friends. If you did miss just fun things, like give it a big old like and subscribe down below if you haven't already, as well as press that bell notification so you're notified each and every time that I post. And until next time, friends, I hope you are doing swell, and I will see you very soon. Bye!